Here's a look at a Caryota maxima Himalayana times mitis, and I do apologize ahead of time. This is in deep canopy, so it's not going to be as easily seen as if it were out in the open. But I don't know if the scale is coming in on this video, but it is a rather robust stem. And so the maxima is a single stem, and the mitis, obviously, if you know the fishtails, there it's a clumper. And so what we have is about 5 canelets or stemlets coming out of the base, and then 1 central stem. So being that this is an F1 let me get back out and see if I can get a wider shot. Being that this is a hybrid between 2 species, sorry, getting out of this costas here, these torch ginger. All right, now we can see the canopy a little better. I'd say it's expressing how I would imagine it to express as an F1. A little bit of clumping going on, but this really pronounced central stem coming in like the mom would do, the maxima. So anyway, and I can vouch for it being this what it is because the mother was at Florida Tech in the Dent Smith Trail next to the gazebo for years, and then it died after it seeded. And I grabbed a bunch of the seedlings, and that was 12-15 years ago. So anyway, maxima Himalayana by mitis, and it's doing rather well. Quite happy. It's never really been fed much, but it's in a real happy spot. Here's a look at a clumping Caryota hybrid, and the parent plant, I know it's a hybrid because the parent plant was likely a maxima Himalayana, and or formerly Urens Himalayana. It was a relatively diminutive single-stemmed Caryota growing up at Florida Tech next to the gazebo, excuse me, in the Dent Smith Trail. I might even have that palm in one of my older videos from 6 years ago or more that I covered the Dent Smith Trail palm collection, so I can't remember if it's in there or not. Anyway, this is a seedling that I picked up from underneath that palm when it flowered and seeded, and I maybe had about 4 or 5 of these come up, and but they are clumping, so I'm gonna try to get back in there. I think I go around this way. There's a bunch of torch ginger in here, so I know it's a hybrid again because of the clumping ends, and the only parent I could think of would be the Caryota mitis. So here's a clump right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little leaf, but there is slight clumping coming off of this. So it's interesting. You've got a prolific clumper like mitis, and then you've got this Urens mother, or I'm sorry, maxima mother. So it's going to be slightly less clumping, I would imagine, when it reaches maturity. I'm going to back out of this patch of ginger here, or so-called ginger. So, one more shot of these leaves. It's very robust. This thing's only about 8 years old, maybe 10 years old at the most. Just went in the ground about 2 years ago as a 3-gallon. It was maybe 3 feet tall, so it's really fast. I put all these clumping Tychosperma in with it at the same time, and they're relatively fast. I don't know if these are MacArthuri or what's the other one? Anyway, Sheffery. So anyway, Caryota hybrid. It's the only one I've ever come across. I don't know, Fairchild might have some, but it's the only one I know of in the area. And again, maxima Himalayana times mitis, and that's all speculation, but I think I'm fairly safe in that speculation.